مرحبا بكم في قناة هاوتاتس التعليمية. ادعم القناة بالاشتراك وتفعيل الجرس والإعجاب.
Super Goal 3 9. All kinds of people. 7. About you. Have you ever bought anything on the street? What?
No, I haven't bought anything on the street. However, I have purchased items from stores.
Have you ever talked to a reporter? Where? When?
No, I haven't talked to a reporter, but I have had conversations with journalists during interviews.
Have you ever ridden in a pedal cab? When? Where?
No, I have never ridden in a pedal cab.
Have you ever been to an art gallery? Describe the art you saw there.
Yes, I have been to an art gallery. I saw a variety of artwork, including sculptures, paintings, photographs, and installations. The artwork displayed a range of colors and themes, from abstract landscapes to portraits of people and animals.
Describe yourself. What kind of person are you?
I am an ambitious and creative person. I take initiative and enjoy challenging myself in order to reach my goals. I am also a kind and compassionate person who cares about making a positive difference in the world. I am passionate about learning and understanding new concepts, and I am always looking for ways to grow and improve.
10. Who used my toothpaste? 7. About you. Do you have obligations at home? What do you have to do?
I do not have any obligations at home. I am responsible for myself and for helping out when I can. I like to read, explore, and stay active in my extracurricular activities. I also like to help others in any way I can.
Do members of your family share household chores?
Yes, my family shares household chores. Everyone is responsible for helping out in any way they can. We all work together to ensure our home is clean and tidy.
Do you share a room? If yes, do you have any problems?
Yes, I share a room with my siblings. We do not have any problems, as we all get along very well. We are all very respectful of each other's space and belongings.
Do other family members use your things? What things?
Yes, other family members do use my things. They usually use my books, my computer, and my clothes.
What things shouldn't you share?
I should not share my personal items such as my toothbrush, my razor, or any item of clothing.
What do you think? What things do you think it is possible to share?
I think it is possible to share books, movies, music, and other items that can be used by multiple people.
What do you think are the most common problems of people sharing the same space?
The most common problems of people sharing the same space are respecting each other's boundaries, dealing with noise levels, and making sure that everyone is comfortable with the space.
What can people do to avoid having these problems?
People can avoid having these problems by having a discussion at the beginning to make sure everyone is comfortable with the living arrangement, setting expectations for behavior, and respecting each other's personal space.
11. Making choices. 7. About you. Have you ever had to make a difficult choice in your life? What were the options? What were the positive and negative results?
Yes, I have had to make many difficult choices in my life. One of the most difficult was deciding whether or not to pursue a career in petroleum engineering after graduating from university. On one hand, I could have chosen a career in an area that I was passionate about, but on the other hand, I knew that the job market for petroleum engineers was competitive and that the career path was uncertain. In the end, I decided to pursue my passion, and I am glad I did. The experience has been incredibly rewarding, and I have seen positive results in my career and personal life.
Have you ever helped a friend to decide about a personal dilemma? Talk about it.
Yes, I have helped a friend make a decision about a personal dilemma. my friend was considering whether to pursue a degree in medicine or pursue a career in the business world. I advised my friend to look at the pros and cons of each option and to think about which career path would bring them the most satisfaction and success. Ultimately, my friend decided to pursue a degree in medicine, and they have since been very successful in their field.
What are the most common important choices young people in your country have to make?
Young people in Saudi Arabia have to make many important choices. One of the most common choices is whether to pursue higher education or enter the workforce after high school. Other important decisions include choosing a career path, deciding whether to stay in the country or move abroad, and deciding whether to get married and start a family. These are all major life decisions that require careful consideration and thought.
12. Culture shock. 7. About you. What do's and don'ts do you know about for different countries? What are some cultural differences you know about?
I'm not familiar with the cultural differences between different countries. However, I can tell you some general do's and don'ts that I know about. For example, in most countries, it's polite to greet people when you meet them, and it's polite to take off your shoes when entering someone's home. Additionally, it's important to respect local customs and laws when traveling to a different country.
Are there different customs in different parts of your country? What are the differences?
Yes, there are definitely different customs and traditions in different parts of my country. For example, in the south of Saudi Arabia, there is a strong tradition of hospitality and generosity, while in the north there is a greater emphasis on respect and formality. Additionally, there are some religious customs that vary between regions, such as the practice of wearing a hijab for women in some areas.
Have you ever had a problem because of a cultural difference? Explain.
Yes, I have had a few problems due to cultural differences. For example, when I was living in Jubail City, I was invited to a traditional Saudi dinner. I wasn't familiar with the etiquette and customs, and I accidentally offended the host by speaking too loudly and not following the proper protocol. Fortunately, the host was gracious and understanding, and we were able to move past the incident.
Have you ever lived or traveled abroad? Did you have any difficulty in adjusting?
Yes, I have lived and traveled abroad. I had some difficulty adjusting to the new cultures, but I was able to learn from my mistakes and become more comfortable over time. I found it helpful to research the local customs and traditions before I arrived in a new country, as well as talk to locals about their culture and experiences.
What are common gestures in your country? What do they mean?
In Saudi Arabia, common gestures include placing your right hand over your heart when greeting someone, as a sign of respect. Additionally, nodding your head to indicate agreement or understanding is also common. Shaking your head from side to side can mean either no or I don't understand, while nodding your head up and down can mean either yes or I understand.